supporting democracy for all. We believe the we in the people of we the people means all the people. Another way to say that is no one is free until we're all free, and that's what this song is about. There's a world at war, caught in suffering, silent casualties. Oh God, grant us peace. In these sleepless nights, I can hardly breathe. Despite brutality, I know that we'll be free. I know that we'll be free. So let the light in, keep it shining. Let it break into the darkness. All they love is us to see. We'll all be free, yeah. Let the light in, keep it shining. Let it break into the darkness. All they love is us to see. We'll all be free, yeah. In these desperate times, love will hold us here. Love will hold our hands, teach us to have no fear. So we lay our hate down to wash their feet. 'Cause when we see our brother, we'll all be free, yeah. So let the light in, keep it shining. Let it break into the darkness. All they love is us to see. We'll all be free, yeah. Let the light in, keep it shining. Let it break into the darkness. All they love is us to see. We'll all be free. We'll be free. Free. We'll all be free. Yes, we'll be free. Free. We'll all be free. Yeah, we'll be free. Free. We'll all be free. Yeah, we'll be free. Shining, let it break into the darkness. All they love is us to see. We'll all be free. Let the light in, keep it shining. Let it break into the darkness. All they love is us to see. We'll all be free. Yeah, we'll all be free. Oh, we'll all be free.
Hey friends, this is a beautiful, beautiful farmer's market on a beautiful river with a bunch of beautiful people. And we're out here because we think Faith, Hope, and Love calls all of us to care about our beautiful democracy. Do you agree with us that we've got a great democracy in the United States of America? And you know what makes democracy great? It invites all of us to be part of it. Whether you agree or disagree with your friend, with your neighbor, with your family, you get to put your vote in. You get to say who you want to be your representative. Every single time we've all voted, it has been democracy that brought us to the ballot. And in this election, I believe democracy is on the ballot. Now, we travel around the country and we ask people who care about faith, hope, and love. Maybe you come from a tradition like I do. I've been an evangelical pastor my entire adult life. And a lot of people from my tradition think they can only vote for one kind of candidate. Somehow, somewhere, they thought because they're a Christian, they can only vote for Republicans. Not everybody does, but some people believe that's true. If you're someone like that, we'd like to introduce you to some candidates today that you might want to make an exception for. You might say, I never thought I'd vote for a Democrat. Couldn't believe I'd vote for a Democrat. Well, you wait until you meet Dr. Kristin Lyerly, because you're going to say, well, maybe I never thought of voting for one, but she's one that I just might give a try for. That's what we're doing out here, to encourage people to know that your faith should call you to the common good, not to a political party, but to every candidate that will care about all of us and for the common good. That's why I'm proud to introduce Dr. Kristin Lyerly for Congress. She's running right here. She wants to be your next representative, and we are glad for you to meet her. And come on over and grab yourself a yard sign if you'd like.
Thank you, Doug. And you know, you don't have to meet me because some of you probably know me. I used to be Kristin Schmaltz. I graduated from that high school over there. I'm a proud Kaukauna ghost, class of '87. My family's been here for generations, at least 3 generations. I freaking love Kaukauna, and I love it because of all of this. I mean, look at what we're doing here today, right? It's a beautiful day. This is an absolutely beautiful community, and that's why I am running for U.S. Congress, for my community. As a doctor, I have the joy and the privilege of helping my patients solve some of their most difficult, challenging problems. I'm an OBGYN, so people come and tell me stories that they wouldn't tell their best friends, but they tell me because they know that I can help them. Hello, my friend from high school. And that's how Kaukauna rocks right there. Class of '87, yes. Man, and that's why, I mean, that's the reason. I never had an aspiration to run for office. I never had an aspiration to be a congressperson, but with all of the craziness that's happening in the world today, with all of the conversations that I'm having with friends and colleagues and fellow candidates, we know that our government isn't working for us right now. Our government is leaving us behind. The more I talk to people, the more I hear people say, politicians don't hear me. It's too expensive. Life is too expensive. I can't afford gas. I can't afford groceries. I can't afford my prescriptions. I can't get access to the health care that I need. And as an OBGYN doctor, and ladies, families, you know what I'm talking about. It is a really, really challenging time to get the health care that we need. So that's what drove me to run. It's a love for community. It's a desire to help each other out, to pull us together, to recognize that we're not going to agree on everything, right? I mean, even with the person you love the most in the world, you don't agree on everything, but we agree on a lot of stuff. There's a lot of common ground there, and that's what we're going to focus on. So I want to invite you to think about this moment in history. This is the most consequential election of our lifetime. We hear that all the time, but this one really, really is. And here in northeastern Wisconsin, we are at the eye of the hurricane. Everybody in the country, everybody in the world is watching what we're doing here. There are 3 states that people are watching, 3 states where we don't know how voters are going to go, the swing states. And Wisconsin is the swingiest of the swing states. And we are in the swingiest district. Northeast Wisconsin is the swingiest district of the swingiest state. So we just live here because this is where we live and it's nice and it's great. But everybody's watching us because they want to know who we're going to vote for, because who we vote for could very well determine the future of our country. And I really want to invite you to recognize how we all have a place in this decision, how we all have an obligation to make an informed decision and to inform ourselves by having conversations, hard conversations sometimes, but needed conversations with our friends and our families and people we love. And like Doug said, you know, I grew up going to Holy Cross. I grew up Catholic. I got all the sacraments. I did all that stuff. I have faith. I have religion. But I also recognize where I fit in the world, and that's why I'm a Democrat. And I know it's hard to be a Democrat in Northeast Wisconsin right now, but you know, I am a proud Democrat, as are my colleagues over here. So I invite you, even if you are talking to friends who are Republicans, who are independents, it doesn't matter. To take the label away and talk about what you care about. Search for that middle ground and make an informed decision and use your vote wisely, because I'm telling you, if you don't think your vote counts, this year, your vote counts. So with that, I would love to introduce you to one of my dear friends, Kelly Peterson, running for State Senate District 2. Kelly.
So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kelly Peterson. I'm running for State Senate District 2, which is part of Outagamie County, Brown County, Shawano, and it goes up into Oconto and Wapaka as well. We are here, I am here, because of Dr. Kristin Lyerly. She is the one who brought a lot of us together through Women Win Wisconsin. It is a movement that Sarah Godlewski, Secretary of State, helped make possible for women running in politics. And I can tell you, Dr. Lyerly is the reason I'm here today. I was semi-retired. I'm an educator, a former journalist of 30 years. My husband is a veteran of 20 years. Round of applause to all the veterans, and Alicia's a veteran, all the veterans here tonight and around the world and the country. So thank you for your service. And I am here because I wanted to get more involved with politics after the fall of Roe and a lot of other things going on with our country. As an educator, as a former journalist, I've written and heard a lot of stories. We have a child care crisis right here in Kaukauna in State District 2. Our education, we need to stop cutting teachers. We need to stop cutting staff and put more investments into our education. I'm a supporter of veterans and more military services for resources that they so deserve for fighting for our country. So I am here for democracy. And as Kristin mentioned, there's no other time than right now in November for the general election and the primary to vote. If there's one message I would like to leave with tonight, please get out and vote. This is a very important time in our country, and it's very important that all of us get out and vote. And with that being said, I'm going to end by saying thank you for everybody being here, and have a wonderful night at this beautiful night in Kaukauna at the Farmers Market.
Well, again, my name's Dan, and I'm a songwriter, and I wrote this song as a reminder to myself that there's a lot of good in the world if we pay attention to it. But I don't know, maybe you're like me and you wake up and you read the news and you say, is there good in this world? And that just happens to be the title of this song. It goes like this. If there's good in this world, then show it to me, 'cause I can't find it. If there's love in your arms, then hold on to me, 'cause I need something, a reminder. Whispered to you the secret of how I can always smile, thinking of you in the good times. Whoa, we can make it if we try. Take some work and take some time. All we've got to do is hold on to the things we know are good. We can make it if we try. some work and takes some time. We can make it if we try. Take some work and take some time. And all you got to do is show me where to sign, 'cause I'm in for the long haul. Let you be mine. Thank you. And I get the opportunity to meet so many good people who have decided to put their hat in the ring and run for office at various levels. And today I got to meet Alicia, who is running for the Wisconsin Assembly. And why don't you give her a big hand? Alicia, come on up.
Hey everyone, I'm Alicia Saunders. I'm running for Assembly District 2, which is in Kimberly, and then it goes up to Ledgeview in Brown County, and then it goes all the way out east to Lake Michigan and Two Creeks. Takes up a majority of Manitowoc County, a little bit of Outagamie County, and a little bit of Brown County. So right here, where we're standing now, is Assembly District 2. So if you live around here and I win, I would be your representative. So something about me, I'm a Navy veteran. I am a single mom of 2 LGBTQ kids. I am also a domestic violence survivor and a advocate for reproductive rights. Part of what I'm running on is I believe that our fire departments deserve to be fully funded, which they are not currently. I also believe that our schools need to be fully funded.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I really don't like seeing our fire departments and our schools on our ballot for a referendum to up our property taxes every time. I also think that the state of Wisconsin is an amazing state, and I think that we can make it even better with these new maps, because I believe that the people should choose their representatives, not the representatives choosing the people.
Yep.
And with our new maps, we now officially can choose who represents us. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to run for this district, was because I felt that every single one of our current representatives needed to have somebody challenge them. And I believe that the voters need to be able to have that choice. So I put myself on that ballot to give the people a choice.
Thank you.
So, with that said, I would like to introduce another absolutely amazing person running for office. His name is Greg Sampson, and he is the neighbor to Assembly District 2. He's running for Assembly District 5.
Thank you. Thank you. So I got a text from Alicia this morning. When you run for political office, you find out about a lot of things kind of on the fly. And so found out about this morning, knew a little bit about this organization that you're going to hear more from, knew what they were up to, and sort of in my little heart of hearts wished that I could connect with a group like theirs, because I'm not just a believer, I'm a former pastor. And throughout, very similar to Doug, who you're going to hear from in a minute. So I had an opportunity in my life to get up in places like this and churches and all over the place and speak and talk about my faith and talk about your faith, people who have an opportunity to interact with faith. And I had no idea that I'd be able to ultimately, that my journey would lead me to not sit on the fence anymore when it came to our state, when it came to our area, but to get involved. And it was a quote from Dietrich Bonhoeffer that I've said a lot, and it's also on my little flyer here, which I have if you'd like one. But it's a very simple quote, but in it lies, I think, one of the greatest challenges for all of us. And what Bonhoeffer said was, not to speak is to speak, not to act is to act. So let me say that again. Not to speak is to speak, not to act is to act. And I found comfort and challenge in that, because I didn't want to be silent anymore. I didn't want to not get involved. I wanted to do something meaningful. I'm 62 years old. I've done a lot of wonderful things in my life, but I would be honored to be a servant to the folks in the 5th Assembly District. So that's why I'm running. These banners that say faith, hope, and love, those are more than just little, platitudes and buzzwords. They mean something to a lot of us, and I'm sure a lot of us here. And I think that's what we've lost in our process. When we think about this political climate in our nation, we can't really apply those words very easily to when we think about our political discourse. But what if we did? What if we allowed faith to enter the discussion between Republicans and Democrats? What if we allowed hope to enter the conversation between Republicans and Democrats? And what if we showed some actual love for one another by respecting them? Right? So that's why I'm here. I live in Little Chute. I've been a Little Chute resident for about 35 years, and I'd be honored to be the representative for the 5th Assembly District. And I get the honor of introducing a man that I've long admired, and we got to even chat today about kind of our mutual understanding of each other. And I am so grateful for the work that Doug does and for this organization, and I will be a proud connector of their organization moving forward. So please welcome Doug Paget.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Hey, we do believe that faith, hope, and love matters. We also believe that no political party owns faith. We know that no political party owns hope. We know that no political party owns love. But we believe that all of us are called to treat one another in an act of faithfulness and hopefulness and love. So we hope you'll join us in that. Now, these candidates are the best around. We've traveled all over the country. A couple days ago, we were in North Carolina. We thought we'd met the best candidates we're ever going to meet. And then we roll into Kaukauna, and you got to be kidding me. This is the best you got. It's so good. There's so many things happening everywhere. Tomorrow we're going to be down in Milwaukee. Next week we're going to be over in Michigan, and then we're going to be down in Pennsylvania and Ohio and out to Arizona and California and all over, because there is a movement of people in this country who know politics matter. They also know that the way you voted in the past doesn't have to be the way you vote in the future. They also know the old stories you used to tell or be told aren't the only stories to share. They also know that the way we've been living isn't the only way we have to live. So we invite you to join in this movement. Now look, if you're going to do one thing today at this farmer's market, and you're like, I've only got time for one, you've got to stop over at that little booth where that guy is making this banana bread, because this banana bread with the blueberry and lemon is unbelievable. He gives you a taste, and then you say, how much is it? And he says $3. And then if you're like me, you say, you got to spend more than $3 on that loaf of bread. It's unbelievable. Let's sell him out. He's about 6 booths down there. It's simply incredible. But if you're going to do two things while you're at the farmer's market, buy a loaf of bread and come up and say hello to a candidate. Because if you have a chance to be close to somebody running for office, at least you can say, I asked him myself. And if you're going to do three things while you're at the farmer's market, find somebody here who needs a little help at their booth and give them a little help. Would you step up to their booths and give them a little help? So pick up some bread, meet a candidate, and stop into a booth and offer a little bit of help. And whatever you do, keep your faith, hope, and love alive, and let's support democracy for all, okay? All right, thanks for being with us. If you want to chat with us, we're willing to stay around. We have nowhere else to go but Milwaukee, and we don't have to be there till tomorrow. So we'll see you down the road, y'all.